Hi there! So welcome to my first ever recorded video about forgiveness. I'm really excited to be sharing with you about a topic I'm very passionate about. Forgiveness is a daily choice that I make in my life. I've sort of become a student of it, and I've discovered it's one of my favorite strategies for giving myself the best shot at having a good day. One where I feel generally at ease, positive about my interactions with people, and a little less concerned with events of my past affecting feelings I have today or in the future. Honestly, just knowing I have the choice to forgive each day makes me feel a little freer inside. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of moments where I feel frustrated and annoyed with myself and others, and my friends and family can certainly attest. But in incorporating a daily focus on forgiveness, no matter how brief, I find myself more aware of times when I'm behaving in an unbecoming way, and I also find myself seeing situations in a much more positive light. Does that sound good? It took me a really long time to figure out what forgiveness actually felt like and to understand what a profoundly positive impact it can have on us and the people around us. It took me 2 decades, in fact. I'd had a series of events occur over 20 years, which had kind of thrown me off balance and out of focus. And when I ultimately found myself divorced, I was pretty much convinced that my life was just going to be that way. I was proud of how strong I was and grateful for my resilience, but I wasn't excited about my future. I was mostly just waiting for the next shoe to drop. I don't think I really healed from the things that had happened to me. I think I kind of just tucked them away in a mental pile to be dealt with later. Does that sound familiar? And although I wasn't really aware of it, the old pile of hurt seemed to be dictating much of my thinking and driving many of my actions, and was keeping me from being excited about the good stuff I had going on in my life. I know I was so fortunate and on so many levels, and I was grateful for so much, but I wanted to actually find a way to feel that gratitude. I became very focused and determined on how ease and maybe even joy could be default emotions in my life rather than stress and pain. My plan became to heal and then to thrive, and that's when I honed in on forgiveness as a tool to get there. I'll tell you later exactly how that came to be, but when I explored the role that forgiveness had played in my life to date, I knew it had given me hope in the past, and that's what I needed in the moment of my divorce. So I spent time studying it, and as I did, I ultimately realized that forgiveness was a thing that would give me a say, the say that I wanted, in how I was experiencing my life. Through forgiveness, I came to learn that stuff happens in life that I don't like and that I can't control all the time. But I always have some choice in how I experience those challenges. Forgiveness allows me to learn from my painful experiences, but to move forward ready and still open to new ones. And when we approach painful experiences with the willingness to learn something constructive, not just to validate our former, oh, here we go feelings, the whole game changes. Life starts looking quite a bit different. I love what Desmond Tutu says about the mindset of forgiveness. He says, when I develop a mindset of forgiveness rather than a mindset of grievance, I don't just forgive a particular act, I become a more forgiving person. With a grievance mindset, I look at the world and I see all that is wrong with it. When I have a forgiveness mindset, I start to see the world not through grievance, but through gratitude. So, I'm wondering, do you have a grievance mindset or a forgiveness mindset? And have you ever thought about anything like that before? For the next few days, I plan to share a little bit about what I've come to know about forgiveness. And I'd love to hear from you about things you're curious about, including what some obstacles to forgiving you think you might have. Comment below because I really want to know. I'm going to share a little bit about my journey in hopes that it might spark something in you to look at a nagging situation in your own life a little differently, and maybe even feel a little freer about it. Have a great day.